It's my duty to escort you to the tower.
The Tower of London, a great British symbol that has stood stoic for centuries and contains some of the most precious treasures of the kingdom, as well as some of its darkest secrets. Now, let's explore the history of Britain's most infamous building. The Tower of London was founded in 1066 by William the Conqueror as part of the Norman conquest of England. People tend to think that the Tower of London existed primarily for the purpose of housing royal prisoners, but that in fact is not the case. The tower was a royal residence, most notably housing Henry VIII, and also served as an armory, treasury, menagerie, and the home of the Royal Mint, and is currently the location of the crown jewels. The tower has a rather bloody history. It is the site of countless executions, including those of Henry VIII's wives, Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard. There is, however, a tale of two mysterious deaths that occurred in the tower. The tale of the princes. After the death of Edward IV, in 1483, his two sons, Edward and Richard, were to be looked after by Edward IV's brother, Richard, Duke of Gloucester. Richard did not think young Edward, who was only 12 at the time, was fit to rule as king, so he took the throne for himself. Soon afterward, the two boys, who had frequently been seen playing in the tower grounds, disappeared completely. Nobody knows exactly what happened to them, but in 1674 their bones were found buried 10 feet under a staircase in the tower. Most people think Richard III was most likely responsible for the disappearance and death of the two princes, but there is no conclusive evidence on the matter. Spooky. The tower is also known to be one of the most haunted places in the world. Many of its haunts include that of British royalty such as Anne Boleyn and Henry VI. The apparition of whimpering children have known to be so realistic, tourists are often found consoling them. Everyone and everything, from dead royalty to a grizzly bear, are said to stalk within the halls of the tower. It's a super prime hotspot if you're into ghost hunting, or just want to get felt up by British royalty without getting arrested. Hunt with caution. Throughout much of its history, the Tower of London has been home to numerous wild animals. Monarchs frequently got these animals as gifts and opted to keep them in the tower. They were also used for entertainment, as in the 17th century baiting became popular, and a platform was built over the den so that people could watch animals fight each other to the death. The animals kept in the tower included lions, elephants, baboons, panthers, kangaroos, emus, and a grizzly bear. Also, in 1252, a polar bear was given to Henry III by the King of Norway. It was seen daily fishing for food at the River Thames. In 1832, after several animal attacks and even the death of a young boy after a cannonball was thrown at him by a baboon, someone came to their senses and moved all the wild animals away from the Tower of London to what became the London Zoo. So, when you think of Britain and everything quintessentially British, think of the Tower of London. This place has everything: ghost bears, ghost children, ghost wives wrongfully accused of adultery and executed. It's got bricks, it's got Henry VIII's armor on display, tea, I'm sure there's tea in the Tower of London. So many British people, and not British people, have been there, like Elizabeth II has probably been there. Mr. Bean has also probably been there. The crown jewels, the most British jewels in all of Britain, are kept in the tower. Without the Tower of London, Britain's ghost population would go down significantly. The Tower of London is important. That's why we've made a video about it.